Yeah, I'm trying 5 right and 5 down in darkness as a test run. Yeah, Adelaide, city of churches and the Agapanthus, capital of the world. As you can probably... Okay, I'll just get on spot colour and do a close-up for you. Yeah, not the best because we had that storm. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, as they say. So... feast your eyes on it if you're in a cold country anyway. It's probably hard for you to grow, but they just, you know, grow like weeds here, as I said. Okay. Set up a few more experiments to see if we can get any more data back, so we'll see what we've got. A candle, you know, in there. Got candle, egg, and a few others, you know, various pH variations and things. So far, we must be nearly close to day 100, I think. And I don't know, I might be getting something. We got this spot culling on the edge here. I noticed it last night, sort of noticed it again this morning, but not sure at the moment if that's going to do anything. I don't know what's going on with these fellas. They're okay, but I wouldn't call them growing. And we're getting a little bit of greening in there. Not sure. Are we getting any greening in there? But yeah, I'm not really happy with this, really. You know. So what, we have to wait until we get into winter, they get the cold, and maybe the cold knocks out any hormones that they're using or something, and they come back. So basically you're wasting a year of your life buying these things. I don't know, but this one, I don't know, it's hanging on, but don't know if it's going to make a move. I suppose we've got to look at this one. So far, it almost looks like it's slowing down and stopping in growth. It's like maybe that's what's going on. The copper's gone in there, and you've got these competing factors. You've got the hormones from the commercial places fighting the copper, trying to switch it back onto normal, healthy peat sort of thing. I don't know. Because, you know, copper is the highest micronutrient found in peat, and peat-related, you know, sedge peat and all those other things. Okay, let's just take a closer look in here. We've got the sun, so we should be able to get some better shots. I might turn the pot rather than turn the camera off. Well, what I could do is take the lens hood off. Something I haven't done for... Okay, let's go. Lens hood off. See how close we can get. Do we get by to bring it into the sunlight? See how close we can get. Blah de blah de blah. And we'll see how we go. I want to get that centre there, so, you know, have a look at those leaves there, because I think they're more stopped growing or something. But then again, they could be settling down, getting ready. Maybe the leaves up the top are not growing, but the root system underneath is fattening up. I don't know. And once the root system fattens up, that's when you get the growth. I don't know. Not too happy about these either. Since the storm, I don't know. Really knocked them back, but I did notice that some of this stuff off the label had gone, so obviously the storm was hard enough to knock that. Yeah, now maybe that's what I need to do. I mean, notch down in darkness and take the... Anyway, I got the lens hood back on. So, I don't know, fellas. Knock this one around as well. So, not too happy at all. So, we'll see how we go. Not too happy with this one. Very dark green, almost the dark green you get with the shopworts when they come in. So, yeah, very not happy with this one. But then again, so I've just got a quirky idea. I'm going to make up a surfacted sand and egg one if I can. And see, we've still got this one here. It's going to be interesting too. Still plugging out these so-called CP tannins. I don't know if you can see that, but down here too. Still, I've been flushing this, almost finished flushing this one, and still appears to be producing CP tannins. So, I think I want to put something in here just to see what happens, you know. I mean, if CP tannins, as you say, are so wonderful, even a mild little bit of CP tannins, so-called in quotes, in the sand mixture like that should do something. Maybe that's the hormonal trigger. It's actually the CP tannins are acting like hormones. I don't know, but tanning the plant to grow. Without the CP tannins, the plant just sits there, does bug all because it's got no signal to do anything. In its natural world, it's always been told to grow. I don't know, because it's sitting in soil that's saturated with CP tannins. I don't know, fellas. I'm just waxing out lyrical, making up as I go along, I think, these days. But I don't know, this one might do something, I don't know. But if you notice that green colour of the leaves is slowly paling out. So, yeah, whether we're going to get something on there like thinking we're getting on that pot, I don't know. Yeah, so basically, as we go into Christmas, I'm not too happy. Oh, it's gone to tracking again. Bugger. You're not going to get good close-ups with tracking, I don't think. So, yeah. I think really much to report with any of these, really. Nothing special. No. So, whether it's the big slot, I was just wondering, I just thought this morning, maybe that's what it is, because, you know, when I did it 5 years ago, I only had like a 3-inch slot at the bottom. So it's good to drain, but maybe having a full, 6mm slot along the bottom is too much. I don't know. I suppose we're going to learn by the end of the 3rd week of February. So let's go to the spot colour on this one. Now we've got some more sunlight on it. If I can get it. Why don't we take the lens hood off again? Yeah. Get down even closer if we can. So, yeah, I don't know. So, there's a bare patch over there. I don't know what that is. Put the lens cap back on if I can. There's a bare patch over there, whereas the original bare patch was here. So, this one over here. Oh, hang on. Let's take the lens hood off. We're still on spot colouring. Yep. Okay, we'll go in here. If you notice in here, down here, they've got this green, sort of green river now running. There's a little bit of a sinkhole happening there, and it's running across the green soil into there. So if suddenly there's a major burst of energy and growth, we may have to consider that it's sort of, on the edge of a creek line sort of thing, and it's just scouring whatever the green organism is putting out. It's slowly producing, the sunlight's hitting the green, cyanophyte, I assume it is, and washing off, maybe it's manufacturing sugars and hormones and stuff, and it's washing it off down to the root zone and makes it grow. I don't know, but we go down in here and I don't know, the centre's getting a little bit bigger, but the photographs I got from 5 years ago, had a really nice fat red centre, and as I said, it was growing like, if I put this back on again, maybe it's today's annoying thing, putting the lens hood back on and off. Yeah, it was growing like one picture every 9 days, which was just amazing. A full grown picture every 9 days. I don't think we're going to get to that. So, this one, yeah, I don't think it's in enough sun, so I'm going to probably swap these two over. So the next video you see, this one will be there and that one will be here, and that means it will get as much sun as those. It may be it's not growing well because it wasn't quite getting the same amount of sunlight as these ones. So yeah, let's try the lens hood off again, because you know what's going to happen. Taking the lens hood is going to be absolutely fantastic, but because I've notched down 5 notches rather than 4 with 5 right, it's going to be too dark. So yeah, oh well. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I want. Have you noticed with these things though? They're making these heart-shaped leaves, but every leaf, this one in particular, I've got to get this one for you. Can you see that in there? I don't even, get the camera down there. Can you see that? That the leaf and the petiole are the same length. When I talk about these things, we want to grow a plant with 4-inch traps, which in other words, it's a 4-inch trap and a 4-inch petiole. Well, that's my sort of standard idea of the trap is the same length as the petiole sort of thing, and you've got these heart-shaped leaves. Have you noticed these heart-shaped leaves here? They're sort of matching the wild ones. So although we don't quite know what's going on, we're starting to match the look of the wild. That classic heart-shaped leaf you see in wild plants, you see, and same with this one over here. So and this one's doing something a bit weird over there too. So I'm going to do more research, but I think I'm going to set up a surfacted egg sand one, I think, just to see. I just got a sneaking suspicion that we're making it too difficult for ourselves And I might get a big bucket of red organism sort of thing, or maybe slightly green on the top, but the rest, hopefully, of the bucket will be totally sort of green. I don't know, but we'll see how we go. But we're 2 minutes on the. This one's still draining. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get closer with this one. And we're still on spot culling. Yes, we are. Okay, let's go in here. So this one's got the paraffin counter wax. I said it looked like it was paling out. Looks like it was paling out. Still no movement on this one, so I was lucky I put those other three in. Makes you wonder the fact that maybe they've got different lines of shot bought sort of thing. Maybe they've got different levels of hormones, you know, so they put one to really get them growing right at the beginning of the season, to get them out of the back end of the greenhouse off to the shops before Christmas. And they got ones that are low hormones. They come into the shops after Christmas, and they're the ones you really got to wait for, the after Christmas special sort of thing, because they've been put in the greenhouse. They're slow growers, mild hormones, and because they know they're going to be plugging them out at the back end of the greenhouse to out to all the hardware stores at after Christmas. But the ones before Christmas, they've got to really pump them up. They're going to put the hormones on there, really get them growing so they're nice, looking nice, ready for Christmas, so they make their annual load of dough sort of thing. Oh, this one's putting out something. You can see that one there. So the fact is, unfortunately, we've got 2 flower stalks on it, so whether that energy from the flower stalks is going to go back to the plant when it dies off, and suddenly we're going to get massive traps, and then that probably will tell me that I really ought to cut the flower stalks off. But I wanted to see if I could get some seeds, but I think all my efforts have gone to naught sort of thing. So yeah, so oh well, these things happen. If I hold the camera differently, maybe I can get down and have some nice trap footage. Oh no, oh well, anyway, I had to go, fellas. Not in the sun, is it? Let's move that pot, Richard, move that pot.